How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Gorlock Sports Network. I'm Robbie Floyd. We're here at Grant Gymnasium for a non-conference matchup between the Webster University Gorlocks and the Carthage College Firebirds. Should be a good one here today. Carthage College coming in at 5-5. Webster struggling to start the season at 1-7. And it's going to be another tough matchup for Webster here. This Carthage team, just looking at what these two teams have done thus far this season, it's going to be a tough matchup for them. This Carthage team likes to shoot the three-point ball, and this Webster team is very not a good defensive team when it comes to three-pointers attempted by other teams. They're allowing a .458 three-point percentage from opposing teams so far this season. And that's what Carthage wants to do. I mean, Carthage, they're a solid three-point shooting team, but they shoot volume from three-point land, and if Webster's going to give them a lot of open looks, they're going to take advantage of it. So we'll see what the game plan is for Webster here. Webster's only got one player, that's J.R. Brown, who started all 8 games for them. So it'll be interesting to see what the starting lineup looks like today, and we'll see if this Webster team can get back on track.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Grant Gym.
We're going to take a quick break to go to the national anthem and lineups, and we'll be right back with the start of Webster versus Carthage.
Athletic Conference and the National Collegiate Athletic Association. The NCAA promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Your cooperation is appreciated. At this time, we ask you to please rise and generally remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet the starting lineups for the Bisbee Firebirds. Firebird guard from Aurora, Illinois, number 10, Kyle Chirag. A 6'5" junior from Hartwood Heights, Illinois, number 11, Philip Gulanovich. A 6' guard from Rock Island, Illinois, number 14, Colby Siegel. A sophomore forward from Wheaton, Illinois, number 30, Garrett Warner. And a sophomore forward from Park Ridge, Illinois, number 33, Nemi Ostajic. And now the starting lineups for your Webster University Gorlocks. A 6'1" junior from Kingston, Jamaica, number 1, Jahan Nugent. A 5'7" junior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 12, Wayne Brown Jr. A sophomore guard from Hillsborough, Missouri, number 14, Mark Moore. A sophomore guard from Flower Mound, Texas, number 23, Bryce Ulrich. And a freshman forward from Jennings, Missouri, number 34, Carl Moore Jr. We would like to thank everyone for wearing their masks over their nose and mouth.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Gorlock Sports Network. We've got the Webster University Gorlocks hosting the Carthage College Firebirds in a non-conference matchup. Webster coming into this one at 1-7. Carthage 5-5. It's going to be an interesting matchup. This Carthage team, they want to shoot the three-point ball. Their top scorer, Philip Balatovich, he's an inside the paint player. But besides him, they like to score from range, and this Webster team does not defend it well. I was interested to see what this Webster starting lineup looks like because J.R. Brown is the only player who started all 8 games for them. I was curious to see if Webster may go with a taller starting lineup because that is somewhere, at least if you look at the two rosters side by side, Webster does have a height advantage. They have more players over 6'3" and also more players over 6'5". But Webster actually going with a smaller starting lineup, only not a single player above 6'5" in the starting lineup for Webster. So J.R. Brown will get things going. Dish it out to Carl Moore Jr. Up to Mark Moore up top. Mark Moore, the three-point threat for Webster. Woolridge driving. Woolridge pull up to the outside. Mark Moore for 3. It's no good. Rebound will be Carthage. Kyle Zarek taking it down here. And there's Philip Balatovich, number 11. He's the guy to look for, averaging over 22 points per game. Balatovich working against Nugent. He's going to go off the glass and score first here at Grant Gymnasium. Expect to see that name a lot, Philip Balatovich. He's been great for this Carthage team, and it gets so tough when you have to defend Balatovich down low that you kind of leave these sharpshooters from the outside a chance to score. Woolridge trying to pull up, going to go to the outside. J.R. Brown working. This Webster team not a good three-point shooting team, and Carthage seems to be playing them that way. As rebound will be punched away by Webster, so we'll stay with Carthage. This Webster team shooting just 28% from three-point range. They've struggled from there, and really they've struggled from the free throw line even. Only 50% from the free throw line for this Webster team so far in the season. Nice play by Balatovich. He'll draw the foul and put it up and in. The pass was over Balatovich's head. He was able to reach back and put it up with one hand and draw the foul. So Carthage with a chance to go up 5-0 early on. This Carthage team averaging 87 points per game, although that number is a little bit bloated from their 134-point game against Greenville. We know how that Greenville team plays here at Webster. Woolridge going to drive to the basket. He's got it. Bryce Woolridge off the backboard. This young Webster roster still trying to figure themselves out. Pull up. Oh, blocked by Woolridge. He's going to take it himself one-on-one up against the glass. He's got it. The sophomore, Woolridge, making some big plays here early on. Pull up 3. It's good. Nailed from the outside. It's Colton Seigel. J.R. Brown working the other way. Brown gets a screen. Going to go to the outside for Mark Moore. Moore able to find J.R. Brown. Now back up top for Javon Nugent. Woolridge driving. He'll draw the reach in. So Webster on the inbound pass. It's 8-4 Carthage. Carl Moore finds Mark Moore up top. Mark Moore pull up 2. It's good. Mark Moore nails it from the elbow, and it's an 8-6 game. Zarek finds Balatovich. Now Zarek back up top. Seigel working up, finds to the corner for Zarek. Three-pointers nailed. That's the Webster three-point defense. They've struggled on the season. That's going to be a problem against this Carthage team that is very happy to take open three-point looks. Here's Javon Nugent for 3. It's no good. Balatovich now. He's working. Finds his man inside. Back out. Balatovich driving to the paint. He's going to pull up and draw the foul. So for Webster, when you're at a disadvantage in terms of their team's strength and your team's weakness, talking about three-point shooting, you got to either figure out how to stop them or you got to start making some three-pointers of your own. Balatovich going to miss the first free throw. Very young roster, this Webster team. You look at who's on the court right now. 1 junior, no seniors. 3 sophomores and a freshman. So this Webster team, I think this year, obviously conference play hasn't even started, so a long way to go in this season. But I think this year, whatever happens, happens, and then you look to build a really strong team next year. Carl Moore, Jr., going to draw the foul. What a great addition he's been to this Webster squad. But there's that free throw percentage. With that one, it dips below 50% on the season. Webster shooting worse than 50% on the year from the free throw line. So it's 12-6. One to the outside. Zarek finds his man up top. Now going back around. This one at the corner. Zarek for 3. It's no good. Rebound. Carthage. Put back is good. A Stohich puts it back. It's 14-6. Mark Moore, pull up 2. No good. Moore able to get his hand in there. Nice offensive rebound. Putback is no good, but he does draw the foul. So Carl Moore Jr., he was 0 for 2 on his first 2 free throw attempts. Just 30% on the season. It's actually going to drop a little bit lower after that one. That's a skill he's going to want to develop. He's such a physical player underneath. He's going to be prone to drawing fouls, so got to be able to take those free points because, once again, Carl Moore, he's 0 for 4 from the free throw line now. Not a good start. Webster down 14-6. This one to the outside. And Moore nearly draws a turnover. Balatovich going to take it to the basket. That's a charge. Woolridge draws it. Bryce Woolridge. He's been the extent of the Gorlock energy so far. Mark Moore. Control the ball here for Webster. Moore's the sharpshooter. If Webster's going to try to go toe-to-toe from them from the three-point line, it's got to be Mark Moore who steps up. Driving, handoff to J.R. Brown. Screen is set. J.R. Brown, nice move off the glass. It's no good. Carl Moore Jr. able to get the rebound. Finds J.R. underneath off the basket. Carl Moore Jr. not doing it from the free throw line, but doing it on the offensive rebounds. Nice little move there from J.R. This one to the outside. Zarek finds his man inside. Oh, but Moore Jr. draws the foul. It looked like it was all ball. But he's going to call Carl Moore Jr. on the foul. Uh-oh. So Carthage will head back to the free throw line. Tyler Guest able to make the first free throw. He makes them both. Entering the game, Jason Coleman. Jason Coleman, one of the most electric players on the Gorlock bench. When he's going, there's few players who are better on this Gorlock team, but he's not always going. We'll see if he's got it today. Coleman driving to the basket, no good. Jason Coleman, one of the most talented players on this team. If he puts it all together, he could be a potential superstar for this Webster squad. Woolridge nearly pokes it away. Stays with it, now driving, put up off the glass, it's good. Sophomore Garrett Horner on the two-pointer. Becton, working, looking for a man, doesn't have one, now goes up top. Here's J.R. Brown, nice move, pass outside to Becton. Becton, pull up two, floater is good. Jacob Wittishek entered the game for Webster. He's another guy where if they're going to try to go toe-for-toe from the three-point line, Wittishek can match what Carthage is doing. This one to the outside, all alone for three. It's good. Tyler Guest nails it from the outside, and we're going to have a Webster timeout as Carthage leading 21-10 here, just about 7 minutes in the game. Webster being outscored 13-4 in the last 5 minutes or so. And you just hope those missed free throws don't come back to bite them. I mean, that's been a struggle point for Webster all season long. They're well below 50% right now. They've struggled from three-point land. Where this Webster team does potentially have the advantage against Carthage is they have a very good team at getting turnovers, and Carthage will turn the ball over if given the chance. The problem is Webster turns the ball over as well. So if Webster can draw some of those Carthage turnovers, play clean ball on their own, they can certainly come back in this one, especially if some of their shooters get hot. Here's Jason Coleman. We'll take it down for Webster. Woolridge finds J.R. Brown. Pull up two. No good. Rebound, Carthage. This one to the corner for three. It's no good. Rebound. Instead, a over-the-back foul against Carthage. Jada Smith's going to check in the game for Webster. Smith, the junior, he's only played 3 minutes so far this year. Here's Woolridge, pull up three. It is no good. Webster still 0 for from the three-point line. This one to the outside for three. It's no good. Offensive rebound and putback is no good. So now JR going to take it the other way. Brown, handoff, Wittishek. Wittishek, one of the better three-point shooters on Webster's roster. Instead, out to Woolridge. Woolridge going to work into the paint. Handoff outside. Jason Coleman working. Spin move off the glass. It's good and one. There you see some of that talent from Jason Coleman. Coleman going to nail the free throw. So Carthage working the other way. It's 21-13. Pull up. Deep two, no good, but rebound goes Carthage's way. It's been a lot of offensive rebounds for the Firebirds here so far. That's going to be a charge against Carthage, so it'll head the other way. Here's Javon Nugent. Nugent driving, going to go out to Wittishek. Wittishek trying to find his man, instead going to throw it away. Zarek, gonna give it to Sigel up top. Now back to Zarek, inside. Guess, gonna get outside, back around. Quick passing here, now pull up three for Sigel, it's no good. Rebound, Javon Nugent. Nearly steps out of bounds, but able to get the pass off in time. Jason Coleman working the other way, Coleman. Spin move, up off the glass, and one! Jason Coleman! Jason Coleman's got it today. You know, whenever I think of Jason Coleman, I just go back to that game last year. It was his first game as a freshman. I believe it was his first game starting. And he was going at Greenville. And Greenville, one of the more hostile territories in the SLIAC, and he just put on a show. He was 7 for 10 from the field, played 27 minutes, scored 14 points. I mean, it was just a dominant show from Jason Coleman. And it feels like he's just been chasing that performance ever since. We got a three-pointer from Garrett Horner to make it a 9-point game. We get a Carthage timeout. Webster was able to go on a bit of a run there in the last couple minutes. But it's going to be tough, you know, if Webster's scoring in twos and Carthage is scoring in threes, it's just going to be tough to come back. Webster's either going to have to step up their three-point defense or they're going to have to start making some threes of their own. Look to Wittishek, look to Mark Moore. We've seen J.R. Brown be dominant from the three-point line at times. Mark Moore and Wittishek both in the game right now. Jason Coleman controlling the ball. Going to get it out for Wittishek. Moore working. Finds Nugent. Now outside for Moore. Moore pull up two. It's good. Mark Moore nails it from two-point land. There, going the other way. This one to the corner. Now up top for Zarek. Guest, pull up, off the glass, no good. Rebound Nugent. Here's Jason Coleman. They're going to say the reach-in foul happened before the shot, so Coleman not going to get credited with 2 more points. It was a beautiful play. So it ends up being a fortunate one for Carthage because instead of getting a chance for an extra point here, Coleman just kind of have a 1-and-1. He gets the first one. That's what you got to see. Got to hit free throws. That has been tough for Webster to do so far this year. Coleman will go 2 for 2. Looks like Jason Coleman's got it today. That is dangerous if you're a Carthage fan. Coleman, one of the more electrifying players when he's on. This one to the outside. Three-pointer nailed. Garrett Horner once again nails it from the outside. Carthage back to an 8-point lead. And again, it feels like Webster's been outplaying Carthage for about the past 5 minutes, but Carthage has been able to maintain the lead because of those three-pointers. Hawkins. We'll find Nugent inside. Nugent working. Going to go up off the glass. He gets the roll. Carthage was looking for a whistle. They're not going to get it. Nobody home. I don't know what that was. Somebody blew a coverage there, and Tyler Guest was free straight to the basket. It is worth noting Webster, when they've kind of gone on this little run here, they've done it without Bulatovich on the court. So Bulatovich about to enter back in. We'll see if Webster has the same success. Tell you what, though, Tyler Guest playing in Bulatovich's place, he put on quite a show on the inside. Mark Moore will head to the line. With this one, it's a miss, so Webster's going to stay at 40% on the day. Had a chance to get back to 50% there, but they're 4 for 10 from the free throw line. Alonzo Paul up top. This one going to be passed outside for three. It's nailed by Seigel once again. Colton Seigel, the freshman, seems to be playing in place of A.J. Johnson. Not sure if Johnson's hurt or not. Johnson is their best three-point shooter in terms of just percentage. Seigel getting a lot of minutes here. He's played well. Mark Moore with a beautiful floater. Webster playing well here so far. They trail by 8. Pass inside, Bulatovich. Outside, it's Lamb for three. The freshman. Lamb on the three-pointer. And again, Carthage, despite being outplayed a little bit, they want a timeout. They're going to get it. Carthage, despite being outplayed a little bit for the last few minutes, they've just been able to keep this lead at the same length because of those three-pointers. When you're scoring in increments of 3, you only have to be successful 66% of the time that your opponents are, and you can keep the same distance in your lead. And you have to imagine with Bulatovich back in the game, and you have to imagine Carthage going to be able to increase that percentage even. But it's 35-24. In the last 5 minutes, Carthage and Webster are tied 12-12. So we'll see Webster coming out of the timeout. Playing well today compared to where they've been in several of their games. A lot of those needless mistakes are not being made so far. We've seen a couple. We saw a Carthage player walk straight to the basket with no contention. We've seen missed free throws, but I'd say overall Webster's been able to put up some good shots, play good defense. Carl Moore been doing it on the offensive side for rebounds. J.R. Brown, floater two. That's vintage downtown J.R. Brown. Always impressive how high he gets on his jumps. J.R. Brown listed at 5'7". That may be a little bit generous, and he can still outjump some of these 6-foot-tall guys. Three-pointers, no good. Rebound, Carl Moore Jr. Here's J.R. Brown working, good move. J.R. floater, he's got it. J.R. Brown starting to get hot now. Webster getting something going. They're down by 7. Here's Bulatovich. He's the one you need to stop. Good handoff. Lamb going to go up and draw the foul. How about Tanner Lamb, the freshman? Again, we haven't seen A.J. Johnson for Carthage. So you'd assume he either didn't travel with the team or maybe he's hurt. But in his place, Tanner Lamb has played well. This is Lamb's first action so far this season in a varsity game. Given a chance here, he's played well so far. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins, the lone senior for Webster, who plays often, with Rodson Etienne hurt. This one going to be tipped away. It stays with Carthage. Bulatovich was all alone under the basket. Instead, they're going to take the three from outside, and Seigel nails it. And again, it feels like in about 30 seconds, Carthage able to get back to a 12-point game. Here's Beckton. Outside, Mark Moore working. Finds Hawkins. Pull up two. It's good. Nice shot there by Hawkins. It's a 10-point game. Bulatovich, pull up two. Floater, no good. Uncharacteristic of Bulatovich there, an air ball. That doesn't happen often. Hawkins up top. Gets the screen. Now going to hand out to the outside. Beckton for two. It's good. Couple deep twos there for Webster. Shooting well, though, today as a team. Taking good shots and making them. This one to the corner for three. It's good. And Carthage continues to nail these open threes. You can't give a team like this those open looks. Webster's allowing opponents to shoot well over 460 on the season from the three-point line. Carthage only shoots about 361 coming into this game, but when you're getting open looks, you're going to shoot a lot better than what you do otherwise. This one to the outside. Here's Mark Moore driving. Moore, good pass outside. Two-pointer for Beckton. It's no good, but Moore's on the putback. He's got it. How about another three-pointer? Nailed by Seigel. And he's wide open. You know, he's wide open. I mean, you can say eventually they're going to start missing their shots, but Webster's leaving them open. And when you give good three-point shooting teams these wide open shots, they're going to hit them. I think right now you just got to trust Carl Moore and Javon Nugent to be able to cover Bulatovich inside and focus on limiting those three-pointers, at least contesting them. Currently from three-pointers, Carthage is 10 for 15. Now, they're not going to finish shooting 66% by the end of the game. You wouldn't think, but, you know, Webster, they got to do a better job contesting them. I would say of those 15 attempts, at least 10 or 11 of them have been wide open. Webster currently 0 for 3 from the three-point line. And that's been the difference in the game, has just been 30 of Carthage's points coming off three-pointers. If you just look at field goals made, it's 16 to 15 in favor of Carthage. But the point differential is so high because of those three-pointers. Here's J.R. Brown, good move, pull up two, it is no good, tough roll. J.R. doesn't get it. So we'll head the other way. Alonzo Paul controlling for Carthage. This one to the corner. Tanner Lamb, good pass. Pull up 2. It is good. Nailed. Carthage starting to pull away a bit here. They're up by 14. That'll be a foul against Marcus Beckton. So head to the line. First 10 minutes of this game were 24-17 Carthage. The last 7 minutes have been 24-17 Carthage. They up to a 14-point lead. And another missed free throw for Webster. Now 4 for 11. Again, they were shooting .500 on the season coming into this game. And 4 for 11 is going to drop that percentage. He does make the next one. So Webster still below 50%, 5 for 12. Jason Coleman re-enters the game. He looked pretty electric when he was in earlier. See if he can add some fire here the last 3 minutes. Alonzo Paul controlled the ball here for Carthage. And off Tanner Lamb. Deep threes blocked, but he gets his own rebound, if you could call it that. Shot is going Carthage's way as well on the rebound. Couple tough bounces there for Webster back to back. It was a great block by Woolridge, but came right back into Tanner Lamb's hands. This one for 3. It's no good. Rebound, Webster. Finally, they get a bounce to go their way. Handoff outside. Woolridge got to have it. 3. It's nailed by Bryce Woolridge. Woolridge has been dynamic so far in this game, playing great defense. He's been a spark plug on offense. This one up top. Pull up. 3. Seigel nails it. He is not missing. Credit to Coleman. That one was contested, but Seigel nails it anyway. Seigel now 5 for 6 from the three-point line. Good move by Coleman. Working inside. Coleman going to draw the foul. Coleman from the free throw line. It's good. And I'll tell you what, with one more free throw, if they hit this one, they'll be back to 50%. They'll match their season average. It's good. They're back to 50% on the game. 7 for 14. Here we go, into the final 2 minutes of the first half. Alonzo Paul working to the outside. Seigel finds his man. Pull up 3. It's good. Nailed from the outside by Garrett Horner once again. Coleman, he's going to get called on the travel. It would have been a travel, a charge. Something was getting called against Jason Coleman there. So it'll go the other way. This lead's been between basically 10 to 14 points for the last 7 game minutes or so. Carthage working the other way. Here's Zarek all alone for 3. It's no good. Again, another bad bounce on an offensive rebound for Webster. Horner going to put it up. It's no good. Seen that several times where Webster looks to be perfectly set up for a rebound, and it just bounces off the rim and goes straight to a Carthage player. It's been tough on that end. Good move by J.R. Brown. Look at him tiptoeing on the outside. He passes to a Carthage player, though, so that wasn't ideal. Here's Seigel. He's been dangerous, but so is Garrett Horner. Pull up 2. Sigel misses the 2. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Webster can't quite take the last shot of the half, but they want to come away with some points here. Coleman, pull up 2. No good. And Carthage going to get a chance to take the last shot. They currently lead 54-40. Zarek working. Gets around the screen. Going to go to the outside. It's for 3. It's no good. Rebound. Will be recovered by Carthage, but he's not able to get the shot off. So it'll be 54-40 as Carthage able to come away in the first half with a 14-point lead. And the story of the game's been three-pointers. Carthage has been well over 50% from the three-point line, and that's been trouble for Webster all year. Again, Webster themselves just shoots .280 from three-pointers, and they're allowing a .460 three-point percentage from other teams. Currently Carthage over 50%, and that's how they want to score. So if you're going to let them, a volume three-point shooting team, get a lot of these open looks, they're going to punish you, and certainly that percentage will come down more than likely throughout the game, but Webster's got to do a better job of contesting those shots. So we'll head into halftime. It's a 54-40 game. This is the Gorlock Sports Network. This is Robbie Floyd, and we'll be right back after halftime for the second half of Webster Carthage. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the second half of Webster University taking on Carthage College. This is the Gorlock Sports Network. I'm Robbie Floyd. We're here at Grant Gymnasium. 54-40 in the first half. Carthage did the damage from the three-point line. That's what you expected. This team likes to shoot the three-pointer. They're solid at it, 361, very solid three-point percentage. But they're a volume three-point shooting team, and Webster's not a good three-point defending team, and that's caused Carthage to be well over 50% here in the first half. So we'll see if Webster can either step up the three-point defense or start making some three-pointers of their own. It's going to be interesting. Webster, I think, has played well. They've played a good game. It's just been they grind out these possessions where they get 2 points and grind it out, and then Carthage is able to come right back with 3 straight threes. And that's been the difference in the game so far. Webster starting the second half with the same starting 5. Carthage is as well. So here we go. We're underway. Second half. Webster University, Carthage College, the Gorlocks, and the Firebirds. Webster trying to stay away from starting 1 and 8. Inside, Sigel, pull up 2. It's good. And the Firebirds off to a good start here in the second half. 56-40. It's the largest lead of the game for Carthage so far. Woolridge going to go outside. J.R. Brown for 3. It's no good. Rebound, Carl Moore Jr. That'll go against Carthage, so it'll stay with Webster. Carl Moore Jr., he's been phenomenal in the offensive rebound so far. Meanwhile, Sigel's got 17 points, leads the building. JR on the inbound pass. Woolridge going to reset it. We got 15 seconds to work with here. See if Webster can come away with some points. Carl Moore, pull up 2 from JR. It is no good. Carthage on the rebound. Zarek working now up top around to Balatovich. Balatovich been relatively quiet compared to his 22 points per game. Oh no. J.R. Brown fumbles the errant pass. It was free for Webster. He could have just let it go out of bounds. He tried to reach over for it and fumbled it, so it'll stay with Carthage, and a tough mistake there. Webster had a chance to get a turnover, an unforced turnover at that. And instead, it's going to be 2 points and possibly a third for Carthage. A really tough break as Carthage is going to lead by 18 pending the N1. A Stohich on the free throw. It's no good, so it'll be a 2-point mistake there for J.R. Brown. He can make up for that very quickly on the offensive side. This one outside. J.R. working. He finds Nugent. That'll go against Sigel, so it'll stay with Webster. An off-ball foul. This one in the corner. JR gonna go outside. Here's Mark Moore. Finds his man, Carl Moore. He's gonna draw the shooting foul. So Carl Moore will head to the free throw line. Shooting just around 30% from the free throw line this season is Carl Moore. He makes that one, though. So he's 1 for 5 on the game. And it's no good. Make it 1 for 6 for Carl Moore. So we'll head the other way. Hand off here. Balatovich. This one to the corner for Zarek. Balatovich working, kind of trapped. Able to put a perfect pass over the hands of J.R. Brown. Alonzo Paul, pull-up, floating 2 is good. Webster with just 1 point so far in the second half. Trying to turn things around. Woolridge in the corner. Going to get it up top for Nugent. Nugent working. Gets a screen. Carthage team not letting anything through. Carl Moore going to try to work in the paint. Goes up and he's got it. Carl Moore Jr. So 64-3. Webster trailing by 17. And there's a turnover. Woolridge, he's going to have a free bucket here. I said earlier, this Carthage team will turn the ball over if you force it. As long as Webster doesn't have turnovers of their own, they can definitely win that battle. Here's Balatovich. Good move. Oh, good move. Not able to finish. Gets his own rebound. Putback is no good. Balatovich not quite on his game. He hasn't had to be because Carthage has been so good from three-point land. Balatovich averaging 22 points a game. I mean, he's got 6, which is nothing to sneeze at, but we saw an air ball from him earlier. A beautiful move there, just wasn't able to finish the shot. We'll see if Webster's able to make it close if that comes back. Here's J.R. Brown, handoff, Mark Moore. Moore, pull back, 2, no good. Rebound, will be Carthage. Here's Balatovich inside, blocked by Carl Moore Jr. Look at the speed from JR. He was able to get back there. He was wide open for a moment. Woolridge didn't see it. Here's Mark Moore driving. Mark Moore is going to get stuffed. Another turnover for Carthage. That'll be a kicked ball against Carthage. But another turnover, and you see Carthage. That's, I believe, 3 out of their last 4 possessions. They've turned the ball over. And that's how you can beat this team if you're Webster, but you got to start taking better shots. It just feels like this entire game, Webster's been taking contested 2s, and Carthage has been taking open 3s, and that is not a recipe for success. Here's the inbound, Jada Smith. Now gets it up top, back to J.R. Brown in the corner. Smith working. Finds Coleman outside. Excuse me, Marcus Becton. Here comes Becton. He finds Jason Coleman. Webster trails by 15. Good move by Coleman. He's going to work inside. Coleman put up. No good. That's going to be called a blocking foul. Webster bench doesn't like it. So Carthage, a chance on the inbound pass, nearly turned the ball over again. Webster was called on the whistle. Alonzo Paul finds his man, Balatovich for 2. It's no good. Balatovich going to get his own rebound and put it back up. But another miss for Balatovich there. Here's Jason Coleman working the other side. This lead staying at 17. Throughout the first half, it was between 10 and 14 points, and now Carthage has kind of been sitting at this between 15 and 17-point lead for a little while. Here's Jason Coleman off the glass. Nice move. Coleman's played well. Here's Guest. He's going to get it up top. Alonzo Paul. Inside, Balatovich working. It's Jada Smith. He's going to go up. and draw a shooting foul somehow. So Balatovich will head to the line. Carthage with a chance to get their biggest lead of the game, 18 points. They don't take it, so it'll be a 17-point lead. I believe this is their third different 17-point lead. Here's Wittishek. Becton going to go up and doesn't finish. That'll be another whistle against Webster, so it'll stay with Carthage. Alonzo Paul in the inbound. Finds Balatovich. Balatovich working against Becton. He'll go up and over. No good. Balatovich again unable to finish. Here's Wittishek from the corner. He's got it! Jacob Wittishek. He's one of the best three-point shooters on this Webster squad. And if Webster's able to really even out the three-point shooting game by getting some of their own with Mark Moore and Jacob Wittishek, we could have a game here down the stretch. That's going to be a foul against Webster. Really didn't need to foul there. Horner was going to miss the shot, and Woolridge went in late and was called for the foul. So now Horner with a chance to grab a point or two out of it. Mark Moore looking to check back in. $65-50 here. Just under 14 to go. Firebirds going to make it a 16-point lead. Can Webster answer? We've seen snippets. We've seen these sections of great basketball from Webster today. Just got to be able to string it together. Capitalize on Carthage mistakes. Here's Becton to the corner, finds Mark Moore. The screen is there. Mark Moore trying to find a man. He finds Hawkins. It's going to be a three-pointer from the corner. No good. Rebound. Juggled around. It'll land in Mark Moore's hands. Here's Coleman. He's going to try to finish up at the basket. Doesn't get it. Coleman feeling it. Maybe force that shot a bit. This one to the corner. Sigel didn't miss in the first half. At least it felt that way. He misses here. He's going to get another chance at it. This time a good pass inside, and it's Guest who's going to draw the foul. Again, just an unnecessary foul. So maybe you had that first one against Woolridge. That might have been a questionable call, but since then, I mean, just three very unnecessary fouls against Webster. And Carthage going to hold their biggest lead of the day. Another missed free throw. Free throw shooting has not been either of these teams' strength so far today. Here's Becton working the other way. That'll be in one. Nice little move there by Becton. Becton. Going to try to go 2 for 2. How about it? No. Not going to happen. This Webster team refuses to shoot better than 50% from the floor. They are, or from the free throw line rather. That is their season mark. That is their mark here today as well. Good block there by Carl Moore. It's going to stay with Carthage, but Really nicely done. Moore underneath. That's the matchup Webster wants, and still Tyler Guest able to finish. This one to the corner. Beckton. Beckton working. Good move. Beckton going to go off the glass. No good. Another forced shot from Webster. That's a little bit too easy for Carthage. Tyler Guest able to put it over the head. Feels like the last 3 or 4 Webster possessions, they've just gone down there, and whoever started with the ball just tried to finish with no passing. We're going to get at least one pass here. There we go. Starting to see some passing, but you saw Jason Coleman do it. You saw Marcus Beckton just do it. Stephen Hawkins, he's going to drive. He not able to find his man inside. So Webster will turn the ball over again, and it's a Carthage 20-point lead. We're going to get a Webster timeout. It's crazy to think that this Webster team, they're 1-8 on the season, or 1-7 right now, trending toward 1-8. It's crazy to think that their one win is against a team that they very rarely beat in Wash U. I mean, that's the big rivalry around here, is when Webster plays Wash U, and they very rarely beat them. You know, Wash U, a very good team, and that's the team Webster beat. And it seems like outside of that game, and really, they played a great game against SEMO. It was an exhibition game. You know, SEMO, a D1 school. It was an exhibition, but they played SEMO very tough. So Webster's 2 best games of the year have come against their 2 toughest opponents, and they either played down or just played up in those 2 games, and they haven't been able to get anything going since. Webster certainly not out of this game, but they got to start getting something going here if they want to stay in it. This is going to be another wide open look. It's no good, so Webster may be able to turn the tide here. We'll see if they can find some momentum. Here's Nugent. Handoff. Witashek. Pull up 2. It's good. Let's get a bit of momentum here. Another stop and a score. Alonzo Paul bringing it down for Carthage. Sigel working. Sigel, the lead scorer in the building right now. Inside, finds Guest. Good pass. It's up off the glass and good. At least Carthage had to work for those 2 points. Webster made them work. Possessions like that, I think you're going to have success in the long run if you keep making teams take tough shots like that. Make tough passes. Nugent with a nice move inside. We're 10 minutes to go here at Grant Gymnasium. Carthage currently leading 74-56. How about a turnover? Carl Moore working on his own. He's going to go up and no good. That's another chance where just slow it down. Have a couple passes instead of trying to take it yourself. And Carl Moore certainly not the only person to do that. We've seen a couple different Gorlocks try to just manhandle it straight in there, try to force it in by themselves. Here's Sigel with a deep 3. It's no good. Over the back foul against Carthage, so it'll go Webster's way. So Webster trying to work. J.R. Brown controlling the ball here. He's got 6 points on the day. Outside, Hawkins. Hawkins gets the screen. Good pass inside. Carl Moore up and under. It's good. This one to the corner. Up top. Good pass. Balatovich loses it. Another turnover. Webster, if there's one thing they've done very well in this game, it's been forcing turnovers. They haven't gotten a whole lot of points off those turnovers, but they've been able to force them. Win Brown Jr. going the other way. JR. Again, another Webster player tries to do it all themselves and is unsuccessful. Here's Balatovich. Outside. Handoff up top. Zarek. This one inside. Balatovich. Pull up. 2 is no good. Rebound is Carthage's. And a free possession here for Carthage. Kostas finds his man inside. Good pass. Good finish by Horner. There's a turnover for Balatovich. Not able to finish it. Hawkins, pull up 2. No good. So it'll go back Carthage's way. Webster trying to play lockdown D. Here comes Balatovich off the glass. He's got it. J.R. Brown working. That goes against Carthage. JR will head to the line. It's a 20-point lead here for Carthage. JR hits it. There we go. A little 2 for 2 from the free throw line. An 18-point lead for Carthage. Just under 7 to go. Kostas working. Good pass outside. It's Seigel. Seigel, pull up, blocked by Carl Moore Jr. Here's Witteshek to the corner. J.R. Brown thought about it. Floating pass for Carl Moore. He's blocked. Becton recovers. Becton not able to recover again. It'll be Kyle Kostas heading to the line here for Carthage. Looking ahead for Webster, they're going to get a little bit of time off. 11 days off before the Big Bend Classic. That'll take place December 30th and 31st. And then it's conference play. And Webster gets into conference play starting in January. Here's Seigel all alone. He's going to nail the three-pointer. He's been fantastic from the outside. I believe he got passed up in terms of points scored. Let me check real quick. Yeah, Garrett Horner able to pass him. He's got 25 points. That'd be a rebound for Horner right there. Seigel at 20. There's about 5.5 minutes to go in this one. Webster trying to play tight defense here. This one to the corner for three for Kostis. It's no good. Rebound, Witashek. That'll be a foul against Balatovich. Webster certainly not having the start that they wanted to have, but tell you what, if you had to pick one, you'd much rather start the season cold and finish it hot than the other way around. Still a lot of basketball to be played. Conference play hasn't started. Webster was third in the preseason poll. Hopefully they'll have a chance to get Rod Etienne back. And we'll see what this team, this team, you see the talent. Every game you see flashes from different players, from the team as a whole. You see these flashes where you look and you say, man, if that team could put together that for 40 minutes, they could do some danger. They could cause some trouble in the SLIAC Conference. It's another offensive rebound for Carthage. And a foul against Webster. Jason Coleman leads the way for Webster with 11 points. He's only played 13 minutes and still leads the way in points. I think Coleman, he's kind of a very good example of that kind of personifies this Webster team, in my opinion, where you see these flashes of talent and superstar ability and just play-making ability, and then other times you see these unnecessary mistakes. And I think that kind of personifies this entire Webster team. Good putback there by Marcus Beckton. Pass inside. Beckton able to get back. The ball going to be knocked away, so it'll stay with Carthage. It's always an interesting discussion, when you talk about a team or a group or a player, there are these players who have these high highs and low lows, and there are these teams who have these high highs and low lows. And I think a lot of coaches would prefer that opposed to a team that's always middling, always mediocre. You'll deal with the low lows because you can see the high highs, and if you could just play at that level all the time, but you can see it, you're not just sitting in the middle all the time. I think Coach Bunch, he's got something to work with here. If it's not this year, as J.R. Brown takes the three-pointer, no good. If it's not this year, I think this team, you see the talent, a lot of youth on this team. I think next year could be a very good Webster team. And, of course, a lot of basketball we play this year. The upside is there. You could definitely see this team being very much improved by the end of the year. This one's no good. Woolridge on the rebound. There's a turnover. And if you could see the expression on Coach Bunch's face there, I think that kind of exemplifies this game. Get a little bit of an unforced turnover there. J.R. Brown not able to finish it. It'll stay with Webster, though, as it's tipped out. Looks like Carthage is going to start going into the bench a little bit. Good to see Luke Barak for the first time today. He's a good player as well. When I was looking at this team before the game, I kind of doing my pregame research, I made some notes about Luke Barak. He's a solid player. Getting a chance here. Here's Mark Moore, pull up three. It's nailed by Mark Moore. Put up off the glass. It's good. Mark Moore, 13 points. He leads the way. Here's Jason Coleman. He's got 11. Coleman, nice move. And off the glass and good. Well done by Jason Coleman. We've been at this point in the game for a little bit now, but Carthage is certainly in the seconds are more important than the points right now. They'd rather burn off 30 seconds and not score than score 2 points in 5 seconds. They're going to burn at least another 10 seconds off this clock and then try to get 2 points, but if they don't get 2 points, they're okay with that. The time is more important at the moment. This one to the corner for 3. It's no good. The rebound will go Webster's way. There's 90 seconds to play. Moore, he's going to finish. Carl Moore Jr. off the glass. Carthage is going to get some time off as well. They'll continue play on December 29th in the Music City Classic. Carthage has already played some conference games. They're 0-4 in conference play to start the year. CCIW, a very solid conference. Philip Balatovich, he was first team all CCIW last year, looking to repeat in that sense. Definitely going to be interesting to see what Carthage does in their conference. They came in around the bottom in the preseason poll, but you have to look at what they've done in non-conference play and think that this team could definitely make a splash in the CCIW. It's 89-72, 48 seconds to go here. Paul, going to go up top. Carthage, burn some time off the clock. And now 20 seconds to go here. See if Webster takes one last shot or if they're just going to go ahead and run the game out. It looks like they're going to try to get 2 more points. It looks like Coleman's just going to run it out. So Carthage with an 89-72 victory. They're going to improve to 6-5. Webster going to fall to 1-8. And not a good start for Webster. A lot of basketball to be played this season, and Webster going to get a little bit of time off here to try to figure things out. Hopefully get some guys fully healthy. But I'm going to keep harping on it. I mean, this team, you see the upside. Every game, you see these snippets of high-level play, of playmaking ability. that if they can just put it together for a full 40 minutes, you really think this team could be something. I still have hopes for them in the SLEA Conference. But that's going to do it. Webster falls to Carthage, 89-72. This has been the Gorlock Sports Network. This has been Robbie Floyd. Thank you for joining us, and I will talk to you all at the Big Bend Classic.